Welcome to Easy Email Marketing. I'm your host, Yael Keown, mum, FIFO wife, MBA, coffee lover, Survivor superfan, and creator of the email experience. In Easy Email Marketing, you'll benefit from my nearly 20 years experience, where I'll be teaching you all the tips, tricks, and insider info on how to create feel-good, non-spammy experiences for your subscribers. Let's get stuck in. Welcome back to the Easy Email Marketing Podcast. I'm your host, Yael Keown, and today I'm concluding a 3-part series across alternate episodes where I'm doing a deeper dive into the different ways you can use email automation across your business. Today, I'm sharing all the automation goodness for digital product businesses. So this is for you if you sell things like digital downloads or have a course, membership, or online program, mastermind, whatever it is, anything that you are selling and delivering online. If you have an e-commerce business, make sure to check out episode 61. And for service-based businesses, make sure you check out episode 63. But for digital offers, you are in the right place. And really, these offers and this type of business kind of sits between e-commerce and services in terms of what you can do with your email marketing and your automation. So we're going to be taking a bit from each of the other two business models, but we'll be adapting it for this digital environment. But there is one very clear difference that we need to keep in mind, and that is that everything is delivered digitally. So that means we are purely relying on online communication for a fantastic customer experience. So yes, sometimes maybe they'll see you on a coaching call or a Facebook Live, etc. But the bulk of their experience and the communication will be done via normally a mass medium like email marketing. So your emails and how you use them are crucial to creating a fantastic customer experience and great customer service. So your time should be invested here. You can't just get away with, okay, well, I've got a fantastic product that they're getting in the post, or when we get on a call that they will have, that interaction with me and get what they need. We need to make sure they get what they need via our emails. So with that said, let's get stuck in. I'm going to be sharing 9 different ways you can use automation to increase your sales and just make, the whole experience for your customers better. So of course, as always, we're going to start with the welcome series. Again, this is very, very crucial for digital product businesses, especially since you kind of need to be using list growth a lot, because we're generally in these businesses to scale up. So to scale up, we need lots of subscribers, which means we'll be welcoming lots of people onto our list, and we want to welcome them with open arms. So we need a great welcome series to let them know what we're about, but we need to meet them where they're at now. So this will probably have something to do with your lead magnet. Talk them through some of these challenges and then lead them to where they need to be to make a decision about what to do next. So this decision can take a couple of forms. So in this instance, firstly, let's talk about, the welcome series to joining a wait list. So if you have a program or an offer that they can only purchase, when you open cart, then you would want to have at least in between those open cart periods, a wait list. So that means they have an option to say, yes, I'm interested. When you open the doors, please let me know. And we want to basically shortlist all our subscribers down to a smaller list of people so we know, roughly how many people are interested in purchasing from you. Of course, this leads us to our second automation, which is a waitlist confirmation. So if someone joins the waitlist, we don't want to just leave them with nothing. We obviously want to confirm their place. I love to send a bonus little gift at this stage just to say, hey, welcome. Here's a taste of what you can expect. And you can also, if you want to go all out, create a mini kind of welcome again, but really focus to your program. So maybe give them a little bit of behind the scenes about what's inside. You can share some success stories. You can give them a little bit of a taste test about what they can expect so that when you do open doors later on, they are there eager, ready to go. Okay, so that's the first 2 automations, a welcome series, which leads to a waitlist, and then the waitlist confirmation. The third one is similar to a welcome series, but for semantics, I'm going to call it an evergreen funnel. So this is where someone can purchase your course or your program all throughout the year. It's kind of like another term for like a sales funnel as well, could be another way we talk about this. So this is basically where they join your list via some sort of lead magnet, and then we welcome them through a series of emails. But at the end of that series, we are making an offer Or throughout the series, we're making an offer saying, hey, if you join now, you will, you can get this bonus, etc. So you can add all sorts of widgets to this. I use deadline funnel for my evergreen funnel so that I actually have legitimate urgency. So if someone joins, they can only actually joins my list, my main list, they can only actually join my program for a short period of time. Or there's also some bonuses and offers associated with that. And that's only through certain funnels as well, for certain entry points that people can reach that. So having this type of funnel can be that complicated, or it can be simple. It can just be a few emails and say, hey, would you like to join? And here's the way to do it. Of course, if you have an entry-level digital product like a paid masterclass or a digital download or like a tripwire type thing, you could offer these first-level products in this funnel, and then we'll talk about what you can do afterwards a little bit further down the track. So that's number 3, your evergreen or sales funnel. Number 4 is then the content funnel. And I talked about this a bit in the services episode, and I've also got a whole separate episode around content funnels if you want more context. But briefly, it's basically a series of emails that come after the welcome series, but before someone comes onto your main list. And this is basically a best of tour of your content. So if you've got a back catalogue of blog content or podcast content or just fantastic emails you sent before that you want your new subscribers to see, you can set this up in like a weekly email for 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 52 weeks if you want. It takes many forms. And basically it's just a way of your new subscribers getting a best of tour. Now, throughout this funnel, you can obviously invite people to join the wait list in every email or in every occasional email, have something dedicated to that, or you can make offers throughout at different points strategically throughout this content funnel as well. Okay, so they are 4 types that are really right at the beginning of that experience with you. And the next, we're kind of moving into the sales processes. So if you have an open cart launch-based model and you want to run like webinars or boot camps or challenges, etc., then you would need to have some automation to confirm people's place when they sign up. So it's kind of like a lead magnet delivery, but instead it's like, hey, yes, you're registered for this masterclass. Here are the details. Here's the link how to access, and sending that confirmation. Now, a big mistake I see a lot of people make is that they try to put the reminders in the automation as well. And that is incorrect. You should be putting any reminders as once-off campaigns or broadcasts because they are sent to a specific audience at a specific time, whereas confirmations could be sent anytime depending on when someone signs up. So you would also need an automation there for any launch event confirmations or anything else that you're doing, or any other campaign you're doing. If you do like a giveaway or some sort of scholarship entry, anything that you would have some sort of confirmation there in place. Then on to the actual sales period, when you're in launch or throughout the sales funnel or the content funnel, you can actually leverage a couple of fantastic sales tools. The first one is browse abandonment. So you can set up so that if someone views your sales page for your program, but they do not buy, you can set up an email automation that sends out to them something like, hey, I saw you check this out. Did you have any questions? I'd love to help you. Or it could be coincidental in that it sends them a specific offer out as well. Or if you don't like that idea of necessarily sending out another email to them, you could perhaps send a notification to yourself so you can outreach to them via DM or some other channel. Also, another type of abandonment that you might not think about when you think of digital offers is abandoned carts. Yes, you can absolutely set up an abandoned cart email that people use in e-commerce businesses for digital products because people are still using a cart-based software to purchase. Obviously, it depends what cart you're using, but if you're using WooCommerce as your checkout, you can absolutely do this. I know I use ThriveCart. You can do that as well with ThriveCart, and I'm sure you could do it with SamCart as well. So just check out if your cart software, wherever people are checking out from, that you can set up abandoned cart emails. And so if someone gets to the point of entering their email address, but they don't finish the transaction, you can send them out reminders, or you could set it up so you, again, get notified so you can outreach to them personally. So these are a couple of strategies you can use just to get those extra people, those extra sales across the line during your cart open periods or, from your sales funnels. Okay. So that is the welcome and the sales sort of process. But there are also after the sale, and this is extra extra important. I can't emphasize that enough for digital offers because buyer's remorse is huge. We also have people wondering, am I in the right place? And their only access point is often through your email, or it might be through additional places. And initially, it's just through email. So we want to make sure we have a fantastic onboarding experience for any digital programs, whether they are live or whether they are evergreen, or if it's an ongoing membership. You still need to make sure you have a great onboarding series of emails. So this is set up by simply when someone purchases that they get a series of emails. The first one, and the most important one, is all about where to get access. Even if they get a transactional email somewhere else, we still need to make sure they know where to get things. So how to access the program content, if there's a Facebook group, how to join that, if there's anything that they need to do, like take a quiz, or if you want to take have some onboarding questions, like a form or something you want them to complete. Share all of that in that one email and remind them multiple times about these links and give them to them multiple times in your following emails as well, because people could miss it. And the last thing we want is people feeling disgruntled because they didn't see how to get access to something. Another key one is how to get support. And obviously, your degrees of support will differ, but communicating that from the beginning is essential. So if you prefer people to only ask questions through a Facebook group or through a dedicated form, you make sure to do that. Obviously, you can say technical support as well, where they can get, if they're having trouble with their account or they can't access, where can they ask about that? Also, coaching call times, answering frequently asked questions like, is there recordings? When can they expect replays? And all that kind of stuff. And finally, there's also about how to get the most out of the experience. So you might have some recommendations about, where to go first, what type of content they might want to look at, etc. And then there's always just a little bit of motivation, because people always feel that they're behind or they worry that they're not doing enough, and just reminding them that, you're in the right place and it's common what you're feeling. And you can talk to some of the beliefs or some of the challenges your newest customers have. So this whole onboarding automation is essential, and I think it is just an opportunity to provide so much value. Now, similar to this, if you have like a single product, so you sell like a once-off masterclass or some sort of digital download, but you have other products, absolutely just send something out that says, here's how to access. If you have any technical trouble, here's how you can get support. We'd love to have you. And then you can also have a little bit of an upsell sequence in between if you have another offer you want to lead them to. So it could be, again, leading them to a wait list for your signature program, or it could be to the next level, whatever it is. So don't see just having a single product, think, okay, we just need to deliver it. That's it. This is an opportunity for you to try to bridge the gap or build a bridge to the next offer. And that can be over a period of time. It doesn't have to be that same day. And then finally, the final sequence automation that I would love to see everyone have is an offboarding automation. So obviously this depends on your offer, but these can be triggered by if someone cancels like their membership, or just a program comes to its natural end. And this offboarding sequence can first just ask questions. So you might have a survey where you ask questions about, what they got out of the program, if there's any feedback. You can, of course, ask for the testimonial. Very, very crucial, especially for online programs. And finally, you can upsell to something else as well. So you can say, well, if you'd love this program, you can join this membership that's exclusive to only the people who have gone through this program. Or I've got my mastermind. Or if you need ongoing support, or we'll be running this again, and if you want to join us live, there'll be options for you to do so. Or if you want a top-up call or a one-on-one strategy call or something with me, or you can do it via this means. Whatever it is, just drawing the boundary about how to get future support and showing them where they can do it. Also, you can just remind them about where they can watch any replays, how long they'll have access to, anything important that they need to know. Okay, so this is quite a lot. So I'll quickly recap the 9 different automations. First is the welcome series leading to like a wait list. Then there's your wait list confirmation, your evergreen or sales funnel, your content funnel, any launch event confirmations, abandoned carts and browse abandonments, onboarding automations, so whether it's an ongoing product or for like single products with an upsell, or offboarding. So that is 9 huge automations, and you can see there's actually quite a lot to this, but pretty much I don't want you to implement all of this straight away. Instead, take what I've shared here today and kind of have your own sequence, whether it's through a spreadsheet, a list, or just pulling out some Post-its. Think about just what's a natural flow for your subscribers to go through, and thinking about, okay, which steps based on what Yael shared here today, maybe you need to re-listen again. What can I add in? What can I layer in just to make this experience much more better for my customers? If you want my support and guidance with this, then I do, of course, highly recommend joining the email experience. That is the place to get all of that. It's my online email marketing program that will help you serve your subscribers with open-worthy emails, surprisingly simple automation, and offers that sell. Now, doors will be opening again in October, so make sure to get on the wait list at yaelkeown.com/experience for some VIP access and some added bonuses. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would love to hear from you about what you've enjoyed from this episode, or what you want to know more about, or what you want me to cover next. So please let me know over on Instagram. I am at Yael Keown. Otherwise, I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to Easy Email Marketing. It's an absolute honor that you chose to listen. If you love this episode, then it would mean the world to me if you could leave a review so that others can find this podcast and make their email marketing easy too. Finally, make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss a thing. Until next time, have an awesome day and make sure to keep showing up and serving in those inboxes.